Can you both hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, alright. Where is Yishun? Imin.
He go to Japan.
Hmm? Again, she goes to?
Japan.
She goes to Japan, then why she booked the class?
I don't know.
When did she go? Imin, when did she go?
I don't know.
She goes to Japan and you don't know when your sister goes to Japan? Oh, Japan is not, it's not your kitchen, you know. Japan is another country. How come you never send, you said you never send your sister?
No.
Are you kidding me?
I don't know she booked the class.
No, I ask you when she go to Japan.
Tuesday.
Tuesday. Did you send your sister off?
No.
She go with
Huh?
who she how she go?
By airplane.
Of course, I know you cannot, fly. You cannot go to Japan by car. With whom does she go?
My mom.
Oh, your parents.
Yes.
Your dad and your mom.
Yes.
And where are you? Who is taking care of you and Hantao?
No, only my mom only.
Sorry?
Only my mom only.
Oh, so that's mean your mom and your sister.
Huh?
Only so your dad is taking care of both of you.
Ah.
Oh, are you sad?
Yes.
You're sad that your mother never bring you?
Yes.
Why you didn't ask your mom, like, I wanna come too? What she said? Did you ask your mom?
She said, wait me from one and then test the exam, get A or B.
Uh-huh. Then your sister get A, so that's why your mom.
No,
Then
he
she what?
she already passed the exam.
Yeah, so she passed the exam, so that's why your mom bring her. Okay. So it's the motivation for you to study hard so you can also travel, right? How about Hantao? Hantao is sad or not? Is Hantao sad? Is Hantao sad, Imin?
Yes.
He's also sad. And he get the same reply?
Yes.
Oh. Okay, all right. Okay. Oh, Oscar is here. And Ishun is not coming. Wait. Hi, Oscar.
Hi.
Hi, Dixu.
Hi, teacher.
I'm telling you hi after so long, right? Because you tell me hi when you join the class. I'm telling you hi after 8 minutes. I'm so sorry. Okay, because I was very excited when Ishun goes to Japan. So I wanted to like know the story. Okay, all right. So now let me share screen. So do you know what is today's topic, Dixu? Do you know what are we going to learn? No. Okay. So today actually we are going to learn about food labeling. Do you know what is food labeling? You don't know what is the food labeling? How about Emin? Do you know what is food labeling?
No.
You know. Can you please try to explain what is food
No,
labeling?
I don't know.
You don't know. Okay. And Oscar, do you know what is food labeling? Don't know. Okay. Can you give me 1 minute? I want to bring something and show you what is food labeling. Okay. Okay, wait. Okay, let me. Okay, so let's look at here. Okay, so this is okay. So this is. Can you see here? Okay. Can you see this one? Can you see this? This is food labeling. Okay. Oscar, are you looking at here? Don't look at other place. Look at the screen. Look at teacher. Okay. So this is something that I can eat. Okay. This is edible. Something that I can eat. It's a canned food. Okay. So before I buy the canned food, I will look at the food labeling. Okay, like items, energy, how much protein. Okay, how much fat, and then the expiry date, who create this product, it is made in China, which place. Okay, the expiry date is here. Okay, so this is the food labeling, and this is usually you eat the potato chips, right? Okay, so before you eat the potato chips, do you look at the labeling? Do you see if it's good for eating or not? Like you see, so you see the sodium is how much? It's a lot. The sweet is too much. The sugar is too much. The expiry date. Okay, food labeling. And then this is the milk. Okay, so the milk has the very long food labeling, a lot. Okay, so now do you understand what is food labeling?
Yes.
Hello, please talk to me. Yes, so you understand what is food labeling now? Do you have a look on the food labeling before you eat or before you buy? No. Why no? Why no? Because they are selling it for eating. Why do we have to have a look on it? Just buy and eat. Is it? At least do you have a look on the expiry date? So you only look at the expiry date. You don't look at the what is that? The calories, what is in this product, how much cholesterol, how much sugar, how much sweet. Is it good for us to eat? Do you check all that? No, don't check. Okay, how about Amy?
No.
You don't check. Okay, do you check the expiry date?
Yes.
Okay, how about Oscar? Do you check? No. So do you check the expiry date? So that's mean all of you only check the expiry date.
I sometimes check the
Sorry?
I sometimes check.
Sorry, I cannot hear you.
I sometimes check.
Sometimes you check what? Sometimes you check the expiry date. Only sometimes you check the expiry date. Only sometimes you check the expiry date. How if you buy the food that is already expired? Why only sometimes? Do you know what is expiry date? Then you only check sometimes. How if you didn't check and buy the food that is already overdue?
I said I check here sometimes only the expired date I will see.
That's what he said. Cannot hear Oscar. What is it?
Always. So it's I will say
Eamon, can you hear? This girl is another one. She's dreaming. Eamon, I'm asking you, Eamon.
Ja.
Can you hear Oscar just now?
Yes.
Oh, what he said?
He say you mean just now or
Yeah, just now, just now.
I just listen.
Just listen what? Eamon, what Oscar said just now? You heard or not? Did you hear?
I only listen a little bit.
So my question is, can you hear Oscar? Because we cannot hear Oscar.
Oh no.
Then what do you hear little bit? You tell me.
He say she sometimes see the expired
That is a
date.
long time ago already. After that, he already speak a lot. Hey, this girl. Are you lagging or what?
I just now let and then I just listen a little bit.
Oh, okay. Fine. Oscar say, Oscar, why you only look at the expiry date sometimes? You have to look at the expiry date every time you buy the food. Why, Daksu? Why every time you buy the food, you must have a look on the expiry date? Why?
because if you didn't see it and then maybe it is and then maybe it's already expired.
Okay, so what will happen if you eat the food that is already expired?
Tummy pain.
Sorry?
Your tummy will pain.
You will get food poisoning. You will get food poisoning. And if you get the food poisoning, of course, the symptom is stomach ache. You get stomach. Okay, so you get stomach ache. Okay, then you have to go to the hospital because food poisoning it's not something that is normal. Food poisoning can make you terribly sick. Okay, because teacher also last time got food poisoning. I vomited. I cannot eat any food. I vomit, and then I go toilet many times, like non-stop. I just sleep in the toilet. Like I vomit, I go toilet, vomit, go toilet. Then after that, I have to admit it in the hospital. Still in the hospital, same. And then the doctor put the water, and then they give me medicine. I stay in the hospital for 1 week because of food poisoning. So it's very important that you eat clean food and the food that is not expired. Okay. All right. Oh, I wanted to share screen this today's lesson, but it's missing already. Wait. Okay. Okay, so as I mentioned today, our topic is about understanding food labeling. Okay, why do you think understanding food labeling is important, Amy? Do you think understanding the food labeling is important?
Yes,
Why?
because sometimes the butter or sugar is many, and then you eat and then you will fat.
Yes, okay, so you need to know like how much is the cholesterol, how much is the protein, got vitamins or not, no vitamins, preservatives or not. Do you know what is preservative? Preservative mean the food is like already so long, like they just keep the food like for so long and then you can still eat the food. Okay, or is it still fresh one? Okay, so that's why it's very important to know, okay, this food labeling. Understand, Dexu?
Understand?
Okay. Your sister is so cute. She's just listening to us. If some sister, they will be very naughty. But your sister is not naughty. She's just looking at my face. She's just listening to what am I saying, but she doesn't understand anything I know. She understand or not? She doesn't understand anything. I think she's looking at me because my voice is nice, because teacher, yeah, she's beautiful. Right. That's why she's like so mesmerized and okay. So now I'm gonna share screen the video. Okay. So we already know why it is important to understand food labeling. So now we are going to have a look on the rule of food labeling. Right. Oh my God. Why it's like that? Oscar, are you looking at the screen? Uh-oh. Huh. Finish. No, I don't think so. You guys can see me. Okay. So now teacher is going to play a video. In this video, you will learn what we should get to know about food labeling. Okay, so please take out your English notebook. Okay, make sure you have your pen and pencil with you. Okay, so you have to watch and also take note. I'll start.
10 rules for reading a food label. It's easier than
So actually, we are going to learn the 10 rules.
gassing up a spaceship. Reading a food label, with all those scary words and numbers, it's not as alien as you might think. We have created some straightforward rules that every Earthling can follow. Rule 1. Food is fuel. The body burns food to live. Food is fuel for the body. The same way a spaceship burns gas as it zips in between the planets, the body burns food as you go about your busy day. I know it sounds silly, but to understand food labels better, we will follow our alien friend as he gasses up his spaceship. Rule 2. Fuel is burned. This creates energy, or calories. The amounts of energy
Okay, so the first one is,
follow. Rule 1. Food is fuel.
okay, food is fuel. That means food is the one that will give you energy. Okay,
Body burns food to live. Food is fuel for the body. The same way a spaceship burns gas as
so that means food is the oil for the body, like car. If you never put the oil, the car will never work. Same goes to our body. If you never put the food for your body cannot work. Okay?
it zips in between the planets, the body burns food as you go about your busy day. I know it sounds silly, but to understand food labels better, we will follow our alien friend as he gasses up his spaceship. Rule 2. Fuel is burned. This creates energy, or calories.
Okay, so food is fuel. Now fuel is burned. Okay, so this creates energy and calories. Okay, so if no food, no energy for your body.
The amount of energy obtained from digesting a set amount of food is called a calorie. The longer
So the food that you take is called calorie. Okay, this word is very important.
from digesting a set amount of food is called a calorie.
Okay, so calorie. Okay, how much food you take, it is called calorie. Okay, how much calorie you must eat one day, how much calorie you must eat for breakfast, how much calorie you must eat before you sleep. This is all very important. Okay, now maybe it's not important, but when you become like teacher, it's very important because you must take care of your body, right? You don't want to become fat, right? Do you want to become fat? No, so you must take care of your calorie. You must know how much calorie you must eat a day.
The longer the trip through space, the more fuel or energy the spaceship needs. In a similar way, the more active you are, the more calories you burn. Rule 3.
So you okay, let's say you eat too much of food, you don't do exercise, you cannot burn the calorie. The calorie will be inside your body only. But if you are very active, you do exercise, you can burn the calorie. Understand? Understand? Okay. So rule number 3, write down this one.
Know how much is in one serving. Sorry,
Okay. So you must know how much is in one serving. Okay, don't look at my face. Okay. Know how much is one serving. You must know how much is one serving.
it's not a gallon. Gas is measured by the gallon, but
Teacher, haven't done.
it's a little more complicated than
Uh,
one serving.
like one box of ice cream, or one box of ice cream, like how much is in one serving. You must know that.
Sorry, it's not a gallon. Gas is measured by the gallon, but food is a little more complicated than fuel. It comes in different shapes, sizes, and containers. To understand how much energy the food you are eating contains, you must first know how big the serving size is. Thankfully, this is one of the first things a food label will list. Serving size is typically provided in cups or ounces, so measuring the food you plan to eat is the only way to know exactly how many calories it contains. Rule 4. The calories listed are per serving. Please, do not eat the entire box. The calorie listing is important because it tells you how much energy you get from eating one serving of food.
So this calorie, if you see the word calorie, is very important. It's like how much calories in this one serving of food.
Think of calories per serving the same way our alien considers how many miles he can travel with 1 gallon of gas. Since one serving of food contains a set number of calories, and the calories listed on the label are per serving, if you have multiple servings, you have to multiply the calories on the label by the number of servings to know the total calories you have eaten. For example, 232 calories times 10 servings equals 2,320 total calories eaten. Rule 5. Know the type of fuel or calories you are burning. There are 3 main ingredients in food that provide energy: fats, carbohydrates, and protein.
Okay, so you know what is fats, carbohydrates, and proteins? Okay, fat is not good for your body. If the food got too much fat, don't eat it. Carbohydrates is a little bit good. Protein is also good, but cannot be a lot also. Okay?
If you add all 3 of these ingredients together, you can calculate the total calories. When our alien chooses his gas, he can choose from regular or premium grade. Both are still gas that his spaceship will use for energy, but the concentrations are different. The same is true for food, only there are way more than 2 food choices. Rule 6. How fatty is your fuel? Fat is the
And this is also very important.
Rule 6. How fatty is your fuel?
Okay, how fatty is your food? Because you must know that if you eat this, you will become fat. Okay, that is how fatty is your fuel. Oscar, are you writing it down? Done?
Fat is the most concentrated ingredient in food. This means that a large amount of calories are present in a small amount of fat. When choosing foods, select those with healthy fats, like fish and nuts. But remember, a very little bit of fat burns for a long time and contains lots of energy. Rule 7. Sugar is too sweet for your
Okay, and also you must know sugar is too sweet for your tank. That means you cannot take a lot of sugar for your stomach. Okay.
tank. Carbohydrates are foods that are broken down into sugar by the body. If you are running a race that requires a lot of energy in a short period of time, carbohydrates are a good choice. However, if not burned right away, carbohydrates are stored almost immediately. Over time, diets high in processed carbohydrates have been tied to many health problems. Choose healthier foods with less than 20 grams of carbohydrates per serving. Rule 8. Premium fuel for the body has a lot of protein. Protein is the third and final ingredient in
Okay, so they said that protein is very important. If the protein is a bit high, it's okay, good for you. But don't take a lot of carbohydrates.
food that provides us with calories. When the alien chooses high-grade fuel, his spaceship runs smoother for many years. Premium fuel for the body is high in protein. Protein provides good energy levels, keeps your weight steady, and allows the body to repair itself and stay healthy for many years. Rule 9. Food ingredients should not be in a foreign language. The ingredients found in the food you are eating are at the bottom of the nutrition label. Chances are, if you cannot pronounce the ingredients, that food is not a healthy option.
Okay, you see here, if you cannot pronounce the word, if you cannot see, if you don't know what is that, like methyl tartar, like you don't know, right? that food is not healthy option. If you see the food got the ingredients like very scary, that food is not good. Okay.
Option. Rule 10. Fuel with too many ingredients will clog your engine. Our alien knows that fuel with a long list of ingredients is likely processed and contains fillers and preservatives that may be unhealthy for his spaceship's engine. In a similar way, choosing foods with a lesser number of ingredients that you can pronounce
So don't eat any food that has like long words ingredients like this. It's not good.
is a good way to make sure the food you are about to eat is less processed.
Okay, so we are ending the video. Okay, now let's look at this. Okay, so now you already know why food labeling is important. Okay, because you cannot simply just eat the food, you must look at the food labeling. And if you see any words that is like very scary, very long, try to don't eat the food. Okay, especially junk foods like this. It's not good. I don't eat this. This is my brother one. I only eat healthy food. Okay. So, Emin, please read this. By investigating.
By investigating food labeling system, I can begin to understand how to use them to make healthy food choice.
So, by investigating food labeling system, I can begin to understand how to use them to make healthy food choices. So, it's easy for you to choose the healthy one. Because sometimes junk food also we have the healthy options, but you have to look at the food labeling. Okay, and this one, Oscar, read this. Why do we need labels?
Why do we need labels on our food? Discuss with a partner with care to share this.
Okay, so let's start from Oscar. Oscar, why do we have labels on our food?
Because we need to see the expired date.
Sorry, we need to see the
Expired date.
because we need to see the calories, like how much calories do we eat. Okay, Emin? Why we need labels on our food? Daksu, why do we need labels on our food? To make sure the food is
Healthy.
to make sure the food that we take healthy or not. Like when you look at the food labels, you see the ingredients is all not good one, you are not going to eat, right? If all the ingredients are good, then you will eat. So it's easy for you to choose. The food is easy for you to choose whether to eat or not to eat. Okay. Daksu? Okay. Okay. So now food labeling. Daksu, read the food labels in the UK.
Label in United Kingdom must contain the following information: name of the food, mass, weight or volume, used by the best before date, how to store the food, how to prepare the food, details of the person who company who either make pack or is selling the product, the country where the food is
Produce.
produced, ingredients, any of the 14 most common allergens,
Nutritional information.
nutrition,
Okay. So Oscar, where are you looking at, Oscar? You are not looking at the screen. What is on your table? What are you looking at? Okay, then are you looking at the screen? Oh, okay. But okay, it's okay. So what food labeling? First is name of food. We will know what is the name of the food. It's very important because if you don't know the name of the food, how you going to buy, right? Okay, sometimes you cannot find the food, so you can just go and ask, I want this food. Okay, and then weight or volume, mass, weight or volume. Used by and best before date is the expiry date. Okay, how to store the food? Okay, how to store the food is also in the label. Like you must put in the refrigerator. Okay, you must put in the room temperature. Okay, you must always close tightly. All that is how to store the food. Understand? Okay, and then next is how to prepare the food, like Maggie. Do you see the instruction? Now you already know, but first time when you cook, you see the instruction, right? Okay. The next is detail of the person or company who either made, packed, or selling the product. The country where the food was produced. Okay, is it like from China, Malaysia? You must know that. Okay. And then ingredients is what the food is made of what? Made of what? They put what inside the food. That is ingredients. Any of the 14 most common allergens. Okay, you know some people they allergic to some food. You mean like some people they allergic
Yes.
to dairy products. Some people they are allergic to peanuts. Some people they allergic to seafood. So you must have a look. Oh, this one got seafood, so I cannot eat. Oh, this one got dairy products, I cannot eat. Understand? And some people are vegetarian, they cannot take egg. So they will look, oh, this food got egg, I cannot eat. Understand? That's why food labeling is important, and nutritional informations like got vitamins or not, nutrition or not, okay, all that. Okay, so food allergies. Emin, read this. Do you know anyone?
Do you know anyone with a serious food allergy? How
Okay,
do you?
okay. Do you know anyone with food allergy, serious food allergy, Emin, or do you have?
Yes.
What
No, I don't have, but my friend have.
what food allergy?
Like butter, chocolate.
Dairy products.
Ah,
What will happen if your friend eat dairy products?
very. I don't know how to say.
Like get stomach ache?
Yes. And
Or
then, bleh.
she will want that person will vomit. Okay, and Daksu, do you know anyone with
my
food
father,
allergy? Your father, he cannot eat what?
seafood,
Yeah, so every time he buys something, he will look, right, got seafood or not. Yeah, so and Oscar, anyone? You? No, see, no allergy. Okay, read the next question, Amy.
How do you think food labels help people with food allergies?
So how food labels help people with food allergy, Daksu?
and see the what
See the ingredients. You know what is ingredients, right? Okay, so make a sentence. People with food allergies can look at the ingredients.
people with
People with food allergies
people with food allergies can look
can
at the can look at the ingredients
and decide
and decide
if they can eat the food.
if they can eat the food.
Like for example, your father is allergic to seafood. So if he see got seafood, he will never eat. Okay, this is how it helps. Okay. Oscar, read this most common food allergens. These are the food that can cause allergies. Cereals, wheat, barley,
etc.
crustacean,
Calcium, easy, cow, prawns, crab, etc. Fish, tuna, egg, nut, mustard, milk, celery, soya
soya
beans,
beans,
seed, sulfur
dioxide,
and sulfur used to
the
preserve food. Lupin, a garden flower that is used in some food. Marus, October, fruit,
yes. So these foods are most common food allergy. Okay. So this food can make someone allergic. Okay. So Emin, read this food labels have to read this, Emin.
Food labels have to show any of the 14 most common food allergies in their ingredient list.
Yes. Pork
Pork,
sausage.
pork sausage ingredient: pork 85% water, breadcrumbs, wheat flour, calcium carbonate, iron, yeast, salt, black pepper, salt, sage, parsley, onion, preservative, sodium
Sulfite.
sulfite,
Coriander.
coriander, antioxidant, ascorbic acid. Allergy advice for allergens. See ingredient in bold.
Okay, so you see they put the word wheat very bold. So that means some people have the wheat allergy. So they will never take the food because they already bold the word, make it more black. So the people know, oh, I cannot take this. Okay, so now healthy choices. Oscar? Healthy choices, but
healthy choices, but food labels don't just protect people, they also are means to inform people to help them make healthy food choices.
yes. So food labels don't just protect people, but it's also in your hand. You must choose the healthy food because you know like this food is not good, but you still eat, right? But it's in your hand. You need to decide. You need to make choice. Okay, so now this traffic light system. Amy, in the last few years,
In the last few years, a new traffic light system for food labels have been brought in to help people make healthier choice. Green, healthy choice can be eaten all the time. Amber, medium, can be eaten most of the time. Red, high, should only be eaten sometime. The
Okay.
more
the more green sections.
the more green section there are, the healthier the choice.
Okay, so now they come up with new traffic light system. So if you see, if like got many green color, that means the food choice is good. If you see the yellow color, the amber color, it's like okay, you can eat most of the time. But if you see the red color is more, you can only eat sometimes. You cannot eat many times. Okay. So now traffic light system. Let's go. Uh-oh.
Traffic light system. The traffic light system shows whether or not the food product is high or low in fat, saturated fat, sugar. For example, sugar will be shown as red high if the product contains more than 22.5
22.5 gram.
22.5 grams of sugar per 100 grams. It will be green low if there is less than 5 grams of sugar per 100 grams.
Yeah, so it's easy. Red is not good. Okay. If it shows like more, it's not good. Okay, so this is a nutrition label. Oscar, they are more detailed look.
Nutrition labels there are more detailed look at the nutritional value of the food product.
Where are you reading, Oscar? I cannot hear you. Can you read this? Saturated fat is
Fat is the worst type of fat. It is bad for people in high quantity.
okay. So Emin, Daksu, and Oscar, you see, if you see the word saturated, it's not good because the fat is too much. Okay, and read this, Oscar. Reference intake for N.
Intake for an orange other.
These are the advice.
These are the advice not
Average adult.
adult women should eat.
So this is like how much an adult can eat. Okay, and salt. Too much salt.
Too much salt can lead to a high blood pressure.
Pressure. So you must look at the salt. If it's too much, then you'll get sick when you get old. Okay, if you don't want, then yeah. Okay, so this is, look at this two cereals and decide which you think is healthier. Okay, so now I want both of three of you to have a look. Okay, and then tell me which one is good. Have a look. Try to have a look.
The pink one. The pink one.
The pink one is good. Who said the pink one is good? Okay, you said the pink one is good. Let's wait for Emin and Oscar. Emin, you can have a look on this again. Saturated fat is the worst type of fat. It is bad for people in high quantities. So this one, you have to have a look on this one. If this is too much, not good. Too much salt can lead to high blood pressure. So you have to decide which one is good. Dakshu, you confirm pink color is good? Why do you think that pink color is good?
Because the fat blue and the blue one is more
It's 3 gram.
food.
And this one is only 1.3 gram. Is it? But look at the salt.
The pink is oh,
Look at the pink color one. The salt is 9 gram. It's too much. So how? Which one is good, Emin? What do you think?
Um, the pink color one.
The pink color, still the pink color one.
Yes.
You still choose the pink color one. Why? Because of the saturated fat?
Yes. Hey, wait. Oh, the blue color because the salt and and the protein.
Mm, I also think the blue color is healthier because so you see the person. Okay, this one three gram, right? The overall fat, saturated fat is 3 gram. But here you see per serving is only 0.9. But here 1.3 and per serving is 0.4. Can still okay. But you see the salt is too much. 2.7 gram. And then here is really a little bit only. Understand, Dixu?
Yeah.
Okay, but let's see. Oh, you have an activity over here. Okay, so do you understand Dixu this part?
Yes.
Okay, because the per savings is this one, the difference is 0.9, 0.4. Little bit different, but this one is too much. 0.1 and 2.7 is like too much already. Okay. Okay, so now this is your activity. The activity is each of you bring a packaged food and explain the food labeling that you understand and tell us whether the food is unhealthy or healthy. So now I want 3 of you to go to your house kitchen and find a thing like this, okay? And then we will talk about the food labeling. Okay, you have to tell me whether the food is good or bad. Okay, and then tell me why. All right, so go. Okay, Oscar already have. Let's wait for your friend. You mean you already have one?
Yes.
Show me what is that? Oh, okay. So what is that? Okay. All right. So let me stop share screen. Okay, so let's start from Daksu. So Daksu, you can tell me what you can understand from the food labeling. Like, do you think the food is good or bad?
The bahasa Melayu.
Sorry?
This one is bahasa what? This
What is that?
no
What is that? Show me.
bahasa Melayu one. The
Oh, it's in Malay. You don't have any food packaged in English? So it's in Malay, means it's made in Malaysia. Raisins?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So who wants to go first? Emin, maybe you can talk about your food labeling. You tell me the name of the food. What food is that? Okay, and then you tell me, how do you decide? How do you decide if the food is good or bad? You can look at the salt, protein, you can look at the saturated fat. If it's too much, it is good. It's not good. If it's like less, then you can eat sometimes.
Me first.
Yes. What is the name of food?
The name of food is peanut candy.
Mm-hmm.
And then need to say ingredient.
Yeah.
The ingredient is matazole, salt, sugar, sesame, vegetable oil, rice, and peanut.
Mm-hmm.
The total fat is 33,
30 grams.
46%.
Mm-hmm.
The saturated fat is 6 grams and 30%.
Mm-hmm.
Trans fat is 0 gram.
Mm-hmm. But the saturated fat is already very dangerous, right? Okay.
Cholesterol.
Okay, no need to look at the difficult part, just the easy one that you know. So now you tell me the food is healthy or unhealthy.
The food is unhealthy
How do you know?
because the saturated fat is 6 grams.
Okay, and do you have a look on the salt?
No, but have sugar, added sugar.
And how much is the sugar?
3.3 grams.
Okay, all right. Thank you. And do you have anything else?
No.
Okay, thank you. So now Dixu, it's your turn.
The name of the food is Legal California Golden State Race Racing.
Teacher cannot hear you.
The name of the food is Legal California Golden State Racing product of USA.
It's a raisin, right? So now have a look on the food labeling.
The ingredients are raisin, vegetable oil, sulfur,
Okay, you look at the saturated fat, look at the salt, look at the sugar, and decide if it's good or not.
the activity per 30 gram is 384 kg, and then 92 kcal, 1,280 kg per 100 grams, 306.
What is okay? How much is the saturated fat? Does the raisin have saturated fat? No.
Oh, teacher, this one,
Have
the fat, total fat, total fat.
saturated fat? No saturated fat.
Yes.
Have.
Have.
How much?
0.
I cannot see you. You read for me. What is the number?
Total fat of which saturated for per 30 kg is 0 gram, and then next one is 0 gram.
Read the first number. What is the first number?
The first number is 0 gram.
So that means the saturated fat is 0.
0.
So it's good or it's healthy or unhealthy? It's healthy or unhealthy?
Healthy.
It's healthy to eat. Okay. How about the sugar? The sugar is too much or not?
Sugar is 30 grams is 21.8 grams.
Okay. Do you think it's a lot? Okay, so you can eat it some.
Sometimes.
Okay, so Oscar, how about your food labeling? What is the name of food? Huh? Potato chips. Okay, potato chips. Okay, so tell me, is it good or bad? How do you know it's bad or good? Oscar, look at the food labeling. Look at the saturated fat. Do you remember that I teach you just now the saturated fat? This one you have to have a look on this one. The saturated fat is the worst type of fat. It is bad for people in high quantities. Okay, so you have to look at saturated fat. Okay, and then look at the salt, look at the sugar. How much? Do you think it's good or bad? How much is the saturated fat?
32.5 grams.
Sorry?
32.5 grams.
Uh-huh. Sugar, salt. Read the number, Oscar. Read the number 5.5, 3.8 gram, 13.5 gram. How much is the gram? Oscar, we cannot hear you. Oh, so you cannot see fat, saturated fat. You cannot see this word, F-A-T. You cannot see this word. You cannot see this word.
No.
Are you sure?
Only sugar.
How much is the sugar?
3.5.
But it's a potato chips. I'm sure they have fat. Impossible, right? Are you sure you never see this F-A-T word?
Only have 30.
It's same word. I have it here. It's same. I'm sure you have that fat. Okay, but we all know junk food is not good. Okay, all right. So now I'm going to give you a writing practices over here. I'll give you the topic. You continue to write down. Okay. All right. Okay, now copy, paste, and complete this. Okay, so I have learned about food labeling. Food labeling is important because, share your answer. Other than that, people with food allergies can what? Can check if they can eat the food. Okay, can check if there is any food that is the ingredients of the food is if they have allergy. Okay, and moreover, we must look at the expiry dates to avoid food poisoning. Thing like To avoid food poisoning, Emin. And also I got send you one more. You copy paste and continue with that. Okay, other than that, people with food allergies can check if they can consume and change to avoid food poisoning. Send together, Emin. Copy paste, send together.
Teacher, can you say again the other than that?
Other than that, people with food allergies can check if they can consume the food.
Yeah,
I already sent you, Emin.
yeah, what is the meaning of moreover?
Huh?
What is the meaning of moreover?
Moreover is like another point. Like firstly, secondly, thirdly, next. Like moreover, it's like next. Understand? Next. Moreover is next. Emin, where is people with food allergies? You cut that word. Why do you cut that word? That is the original. Change again. And I ask you to change to food poisoning to avoid food poisoning. Oscar, what are you doing, Oscar? Are you typing?
你现在69没？因为你有海富那么在。
And Emin, have you done?
Teacher, can you say all again?
I have-
to check.
I have learned about food labeling. Food labeling is important because we can see if the food is healthy or unhealthy. Other than that, people with food allergies can check if they can consume the food. Moreover, we must look at the expiry dates to avoid food poisoning. We must always look at the amount of saturated fat, sugar, and salt. If it is too much, do not eat the food. Full stop. Okay? The spelling of food poisoning is wrong. I already sent you so many times. I already sent you 4 times. Must fix expiry dates to avoid poisoning. Okay. Okay, Emin, send your answer to okay, you okay? Emin, send your answer to everyone. Everyone, send your answer to everyone. Okay, Oscar, read the answer sent by Amy.
I would learn about food labeling. Food labeling is important because we can see if this food is healthy or unhealthy. Other than that, people with food allergies
Okay, allergies is only one time. Food allergies can
check if they can
consume the food.
the food.
Moreover, we must
Look at the extreme that to avoid food poisoning. We must always look at the amount of saturated fat, sugar, and salt. If it is too much, do not eat the food.
Daksu, did you read Emin's answer? Okay, very good. Okay. So do you understand today's lesson about food labeling? Okay, all right. Oscar, are you okay?
Yes.
Okay, all right. So see 3 of you in my next class. Thank you and have a good day. No. Have a good sleep. It's already night. Okay. Bye-bye.